Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. So have you all heard about this $60 million corporate welfare for General Dynamics, the 5th largest weapons corporation on the planet Earth? You've heard about it, right? Can the state of Maine afford to give this corporate welfare to General Dynamics? In 1997, General Dynamics came here to Augusta with its silver cup in hand and requested $200 million over 20 years, and they were given that. In 2013, General Dynamics came to the very poor city of Bath and asked them for $6.7 million more of corporate welfare. And a small committee, I'm talking small, about 6 of us, went door to door in the community, fought against this thing, and the city cut it in half, much to our surprise. So we saved the taxpayers of Bath about $3 million. But now, on top of all this, they're coming again. In addition, they're going to Connecticut. They're going to Rhode Island and poor-mouthing those states and saying they've got to have subsidies from those states. Otherwise, they can't afford to keep their Groton submarine shipbuilding operation open there. It's ridiculous. So 2 Democrats from the Mid-Coast, Representative Jennifer DeChant and Senator Eloise Vitelli, are now sponsoring this $60 million corporate welfare. I always thought Democrats wanted to help the poor and small businesses, but they were anti-corporate subsidies. But I guess that's not the case in this new world that we're living in today. The federal taxpayers, you all, have already paid General Dynamics for a contract to build destroyers in Bath. And that contract pays the salaries of all the workers, the training of the workers, the materials they use, the supplies they need, and even a healthy profit. So it's all paid under the federal contract. So when they go to Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Maine, they're triple dipping on top of that federal contract. And then Trump comes along, and Congress, with the help of Senator Susan Collins, and gives these corporations a tax cut reduction from 35% to 20%. So factor in that as well. And then we've learned that between 2009 and 2016, General Dynamics bought back $12.9 billion, that's with a B, $12.9 billion of their own stock, driving up the cost of stock, increasing the profits of their top executives in a dramatic way. But you only buy back $12.9 billion of your own stock when you have excess cash on hand. Excess cash that could have paid the workers more, could have donated to local nonprofit organizations in communities where they build ships. General Dynamics Bath Iron Works is historically very chintzy in the Mid-Coast area. So if they've got money for stock buybacks, they sure as hell don't need more money from Augusta. So we've been trying to alert the people of the state. I understand there's 2 letters in the Portland Press Herald today. We've been trying to get people across the state to write letters and op-eds to their local papers. I hope you'll help with that. We're also trying to contact all of the legislators in Maine, let them know about your opposition. We hope you'll help with that as well. And then the Taxation Committee apparently will be the ones holding hearings sometime in January. They're going to try to fast track this during this special session. We've got to make sure we turn people out in big numbers for that Taxation Committee hearings that we don't know yet when they're going to happen. Last we tried to find the bill, it's not even been written yet, but we're told, don't worry, it's now under construction between Representative DeChant from Bath and attorneys from Bath Iron Works. So clearly, they're writing this bill that's going to give them $60 million in corporate welfare, and there's no other way to call it other than corporate welfare. So please help us ask the people of Maine, what other ways could $60 million be spent in this already strapped state of Maine? Thank you very much.